What a cool riff. I'm going to show you that riff and the chord progression here for Harry Styles' new song called As It Was. Now, we're in the key of A major here, and luckily that whole riff is contained in a 5-finger A major position. So we can get our thumb on A, could be here or it could be higher up. Let's take it here for now. A, 2-finger on B, 3rd finger on C sharp, that's important. 4th finger on D and 5th finger on E. That is a 5-finger position in A major. And that's actually a nice warm-up that you can do to get familiar with this shape and get your fingers used to resting where they are. Now the riff follows a pattern within that shape, and the pattern is this. Now there's some variations on it, but that's the gist of it here. A, B, C sharp, B, and then a bunch of Bs. And you'll see when we add the left hand, it's going to be a little bit syncopated. That's all right, you got this. A, E, C sharp. Maybe 2 E's on top. They're pretty fast. Okay, second time through, it changes. Same rhythms, but instead of going E, C sharp, we're going B, A. Now, that's 2 times, right? First time, second time. That repeats, so the third time is the same as the first, fourth time is the same as the second. I'll put it all together for you here, ready? Second time. Third time, same as the first. Fourth time, same as the second. So that's the right hand riff, that's it. The trickiest part about this, in my opinion, is going to be the speed. So start really slow. Whatever the tempo is that feels comfortable for you for now. Then you want to increase the speed gradually, meaning a little by little as you go. That's going to give you your best chance at getting this up to speed. Now, having said that, let's switch gears to the left hand. I'm going to show you the harmony here, the chord progression. There's 4 chords, and they are as follows. We're going to start with D major. Then we're going to go to B minor. And for now, I'm going to keep all of these in root position, but then I'm going to show you a way to make them a bit easier and sound a bit better. This is a nice way to visualize it at first in root position. D major, B minor, E major, and A major. Those are the root position triads, but instead of jumping around like that, I'm going to use some inversions to help me out a bit here. D major can be played like this, but then B minor, let's just move our thumb up to B. That's an inversion of a B minor chord, which makes it easier to play when coming from the D chord. Now from here, moving to a root position E major chord is also quite easy. From here, we're going to go to an inversion of an A major chord. So instead of jumping around like this, now I can kind of just do this and play my chord progression. And all 4 of those chords are going to repeat throughout this entire song. Doesn't matter what section we're in. That means in the verse, the chorus, the bridge, the intro, outro, doesn't matter. We're playing that progression. D major, then B minor, then E major, then A major. So you've got the right, you've got the left. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy or quick to put the hands together. We've got to take our time here, and we have to know what to expect. We should expect that we're going to need to clock some time here because this thing is fast and rhythmically a bit busy and involved. So I'm going to play it one time for you here, fast and with the right rhythms. Then I'm going to take a couple of steps back and help you work your way up to that point with me. Okay? Here's what we're looking at as our final goal for this video at least. And from there, you can go to the next section as well. We're not going to talk about how to play the melody in this video, but I can give you a preview. The left hand's playing the same progression. Check out when I switch the right hand. Same progression in the left hand, but a whole new section because the melodic material is different. So really spend some time with that left hand progression. You may have noticed I was adding some rhythm too. Go ahead and experiment with that. You can make this your own. If you're a more advanced player, you can treat the left hand maybe more like this. Right? That's the same progression. I'm just adding range in the left hand and rhythm within the hand. Low note, high notes. That adds some rhythm and some momentum as well. Now, if you're not that advanced, and that's okay, even if you're a beginner, you can have some fun with this too. The most simple version of this would be to play roots in the left hand, and that could look like this. The possibilities here are, well, not endless, but there's plenty, right? I encourage you to try that left hand and make this your own. Now, when we want to work on adding the hands together, the rhythms here can be a bit tricky. So let's slow things way down for a minute, and I'm going to help you map out where these rhythms line up between the hands. So first, let's remind ourselves of this progression, D major, and that's on the downbeat, right? By the way, we have 4 chords, but each chord is held for 2 full measures, not just 1. So we're going to be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 before we move on to B minor. And then same thing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, again, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, again, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 measures each. Now, the hands start together when you play this riff. The riff begins on the downbeat as well. Watch this. Together, right? Okay. So, the basic version of this can be done where the left hand is held while the right hand plays the riff, and when you do that, you can focus your attention on that right hand. But something's missing here if we play it like that. This song, this recording from Harry Styles, has a really strong drum beat, a dancey groove, and a fast tempo. We're missing some of that if we just hold the left hand. So I'm going to encourage us to play some rhythm, maybe some quarter notes in the left hand, and that would sound like this. Whoa! Now that got a lot more tricky, right? Now our hands are alternating a lot, toggling back and forth. Let me show you that again. I'm exaggerating there to show you that little dance between the hands. That can be challenging, especially when we speed it up to a tempo like this. We always want our melody to stand out as well, dynamically. So even though I'm playing 3 notes in my left hand and playing a lot of rhythm, I still want my right hand single note riff to be a lot louder than that left hand. So I'm going to think about leaning into the right hand part and sort of lightening up on the left hand part, because what we don't want is this. The right hand gets buried, we can't really hear it, right? So instead what we want to do is flip that. Watch how quiet the left hand can be here. And my right hand. There's so much more we could talk about with this song, but we're going to leave it there for today. And if you guys want to learn more of this song, just let me know in the comments. If you have any other requests, you can let me know there as well. And I hope I see you guys soon for the next lesson. Also doing a free trial in our interactive app, so if you haven't checked it out yet, you got to do that. I'll see you guys soon. I'm Phil. Thanks for watching Playground Sessions. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm Phil. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that notification bell. And be sure to check out the Playground Sessions interactive app. It was co-created by music legend Quincy Jones. Playground teaches the piano with interactive feedback and gaming features, all while using your favorite songs.